Hello there, thanks for joining us here on Ideal World. This is a great show because this is where we team up with Planet Cruise, and we're going to give you the opportunity right now to start planning a holiday of a lifetime. That's the only way to say this. It is the holiday of a lifetime. Now, this is a special show because we've got something lined up for everyone. Even if you're thinking about getting away before Christmas, we can arrange that for you. If you're thinking about getting away with the kids, with the family, we can arrange that for you. If you're saying, oh, no kids, I want adults only, we can arrange that for you. If you want something locally out the UK, if you want to go abroad as far as Australia, we can arrange that for you as well. Now, we team up with Planet Cruise because they are considered by many of the cruise lines to be the top agent. In fact, as we go throughout the show, we'll tell you when they are considered to be a top agent. This is the busiest live cruise show on television. If you've never seen it before, you've got to be tuned in. In fact, make a little note of this, put it on a post-it on Tuesday nights as well at 8 o'clock, and make sure you're watching because the deals are phenomenal. Now, if you're saying, I haven't heard of Planet Cruise, well, you're going to hear a lot about them in this show, and you're going to find out why you should consider them. I'm glad to tell you that we've got someone here from the team. Let me introduce you to Keith.
To see you, Paul. How are you?
I think one of the most important things to share right now is your background, because everyone at Planet Cruise has actually got experience of cruising.
That's right. Well, Planet Cruise, of course, we've been in partnership with you at Ideal World now for nearly 6 years, bringing out the biggest cruise show in the UK, as you rightly said. Myself, I had 12 years working on board as a cruise director, and now I've been working with you and Planet for the last 3.
Wow.
And as you rightly said, so many unique things about Planet. First of all, we're the #1 seller for most of the cruise lines we sell. We sell every single cruise line. We're independent, and we've got a 96% customer feedback rating.
96?
96%, which is an incredible testament, I suppose, to the work that our team do, looking after people and making their dreams come true.
So if you decide to call the team today, the number's there at the bottom of the screen, 0800 781 5458. You might want to write that down right now. You can also go to their website and have a look around it, planetcruise.co.uk/TV, and you'll see the deals that we're talking about right here. But they've also got a YouTube channel, they're on Twitter, they're on Facebook, all the social media that so many of us are accustomed to today. Now, if you think, why should I book with Planet Cruise? Let me share with you some very good reasons. As we just saw, they are cruise experts, and we're not talking, they've been trained, they've got first-hand knowledge. So when you call up the team, they will know about the ships, they will know about the way of life and what you can expect on board. Outstanding track record for customer service. We just heard about 96% excellence. We work with all the cruise lines and ships worldwide to bring you the very best variety, and you're certainly going to see that in this particular show. And we can tailor-make all cruise holidays to suit your needs. That's very important. What exactly do we mean by that, Keith? How do we tailor-make your cruises?
Well, one of the things we specialise in is giving you a stay in a port before you cruise, or a stay after you cruise. So say you're flying out to Dubai, like one of the deals we've got later on in the show. You get a chance to stay in Dubai for 2 or 3 nights. You might then fly to, say, Brisbane, and then get another couple of nights. Then you join your ship, which breaks up the cruise. It gives you a wonderful mix of destinations, and it gives you a chance to really explore some of them in more depth.
Great.
And we can do that to pretty much any deal you see. And remember, it's not just the deals that you see on the show today. We've got hundreds of cruises on the website. So, do get in touch.
Yeah, it's really, really important. So if you hear something you like and think, well, they're flying from Heathrow, they're flying from Gatwick, I'm in Manchester, call the team. The number will be at the bottom of the screen throughout the show. Write it down as soon as you can and just ask them, can I fly from Manchester? Can I fly from Bristol? Can I fly from wherever? Talk to the team with any questions that we don't get to. Now, we've got 6 cruises to get through in this show, so let's get started. We're going to be starting with a great line, the British line of P&O. Now, let's take a moment to see what it would be like to be on board the Aurora.
So as you can see, this is the Aurora, one of P&O's most legendary ships in the fleet. You've got that wonderful classic yellow funnel you just saw there in the picture. And nowadays, all their bows also have the Union Jack, which has been added in the last year. This particular ship originally launched in 2000, just 2,000 passengers on board. P&O, of course, have been around for nearly 176 years now. They are a classically British company, and they really do give you a wonderful holiday. Remember, when you are cruising, all your food or your entertainment is included in the price you're seeing, along with all the transfers. When you are on board these modern ships, there's everything there. You can go shopping on board. You sit in a variety of different bars where you can get beautifully freshly brewed coffee. Then you can go and choose different types of places to eat in. And again, lots of different top chefs have recently gone into collaboration with P&O. They call them their food heroes. And we're looking at people like Untitled Chapter. We're looking at really big names like Marco Pierre White, who are involved in choosing the menus that you have, not just in their own restaurants on board, but also in the main menus that you see in the restaurant. Great thing about P&O, they're relaxed, they're fun, they're family friendly, and as you rightly said, they offer multi-generational cruising.
Yeah, yeah. If you're watching that thinking, that looks amazing, let me share this with you. This is a last-minute special. The price is now, work this out, £43 per person per night. That price you're looking at on the screen is not for 7-day cruise, it's for a 14-night cruise. It is incredible value for money. Should we go on the itinerary? Should we have a look where you go?
Absolutely. And as you go, as I take you through this, just remember, think about that $599. Try and price up in your head a holiday in the UK for that.
Yeah.
You know, even in a caravan somewhere, you ain't going to do it because it's such good value.
Yeah.
So again, going from Southampton, take as much luggage as you like. You've got a couple of relaxing days at sea as you then make your way down around the Portugal coast, all the way up into Valencia. Great start to your cruise. This is where paella was born. Getting a plate of the stuff is a wonderful thing to do. Lots of great beaches in Valencia as well. In fact, it's the #1 place in Spain for beaches. Wander through the old town. It's got a wonderful 13th century cathedral, which is said to contain the chalice used by Christ in the Last Supper. And you've also got the City of Arts and Sciences on your front doorstep with the great oceanographic aquarium, Europe's largest aquarium, and a great planetarium and an IMAX theatre. It's a great place to go and explore. Right, then we're moving from here through to Barcelona. Right. Everyone knows and loves Barcelona for good reason. Gaudi's kind of unfinished masterpiece. The cathedral sits tall and proud in the centre. Several homes that he built as well. You can head out to Montserrat, the holy mountain on the outside, and then there's so much to do. Where you dock, you normally get a chance then normally dropped off 5 or 10 minutes to the bottom of Las Ramblas. You can walk right up. You can go to Park Güell, another one of Gaudi's masterpieces. You can go through to the 900-year-old La Boquera market at the top of Las Ramblas and maybe try some spicy chorizo. And of course, they're going to be doing Christmas markets at this time of year as well. So great chance for you to get your Christmas presents in, because remember, you are not flying, so you can get as much as you want, put it in your cabin and bring it home. So it's a great way to get some foreign bargains in, to bring a bit of Spain back home to the UK for Christmas. Then we're going through to Corsica, so we've now moved from Spain through to France, Ajaccio, the island, of course, which gave us Napoleon Bonaparte, the small man with a big attitude and even bigger hat. It smells of honeysuckle and thyme. It's a beautiful island. It's a great chance for you to wander the interior, which is very, very green, very, very lush, very verdant, places like the Prunidi Gorge, and in fact Europe's only tortoise protection centre is also here, Capaluta Park, and I recommend you going to see that. Then we're heading out of there. Make sure you try the honey cakes, by the way, and the spicy Corsican sausage in Ajaccio before you then go through to Rome. So over to Italy now, Civitavecchia. This is the port which gives you a chance to go and see the Eternal City, whether it is the Vatican City, where you might get a chance to see His Holiness as he prepares for his Christmas masses. Maybe you want to pop through and see the amazing Colosseum, the might of ancient Rome, maybe the Roman Forum, and just imagine Julius Caesar walking these steps. Just imagine there's the Spanish Steps. We were out there filming recently when we myself and the team, and incredible city to go and explore. It really, really is. So much to see and do here in Rome. Then you're going through to Naples, Italy's most red-blooded city. You're going further down the coast. It's right in the south. They almost consider themselves to be in a different country down here, and this is incredible because it's your gateway to go through to places like Capri, Pompeii, Herculaneum, the wonderful Amalfi Coast. It's also the birthplace of pizza. Go and try the pizza there. Thin, crispy, delicious. Yeah. Then from Naples, you're then going over to Sardinia. Love the fact that they've included this in the itinerary. Cagliari is the port, very rarely added now. This actually has the best coastline in the whole of the Mediterranean, in my opinion. It's also got beautiful, beautiful big cork forests and lots of flamencos and loads of older nuraghi, these wonderful kind of Iron Bronze Age statues that dot the island as well. Relaxing day at sea before you then go to Gibraltar. Gibraltar, I always like to say this like Larry Lee did, it's a piece of Portsmouth sliced off and towed 500 miles south. Take the cable car right up the rock, explore inside the rock. There's more road inside the rock than there is outside. Go and see the old fortifications that were built, the Cathedral Cave, or St Michael's as it's known. It's a world of duty free. It's even got a Marks and Spencer's. It's got bobbies that look like they're in the UK, and it's got just a wonderful kind of fortified feel with little cheeky pubs tucked in the side as well. A few relaxing days at sea before you go back to Southampton. But just imagine, Paul, getting all your Christmas spirits in before in Gibraltar.
Brilliant opportunity just to escape, a getaway, maybe at Christmas you have got all the friends, the family coming over, and you think, wow, it's going to be a bit overwhelming. Get a breakaway, chill out before you do Christmas. And you've got the opportunity, I love the idea, you know, you go in Southampton, so why not jump on the ship, save some space in your suitcases, because you can bring all the gifts back that you want.
Buy new suitcases. You know, you can buy suitcases in a lot of these ports for, you know, about £10, and then fill it for a duty-free from, you know, from Gibraltar. So.
And of course, you've got Christmas markets in Valencia and Barcelona, so you've got plenty of opportunities to get those Christmas goodies. Now, let's talk about some of the add-ons that you might want to consider. If you wanted to, you could go down the night before and stay at the Meon Valley, the Marriott Hotel in Southampton. They've got a great deal lined up for you, £75 per person. That includes your parking and your transfers out to the ship. So it's a really good deal. It's really worth considering. Let's talk about what's included for this price, because you might be thinking, for $599, I'm not going to get anything. Oh, yes, you are. $599 is for 2 weeks, let's make that clear. £75 will get you that extra night in the Meon Valley Marriott in Southampton. And again, as I said, that includes your parking and your return port transfers. So it's really well worth the money. Just helps you relax before you get on board. Amazing value for money, under £43 per person per night. That is just crazy value for money, and that's a great saving of £250 off for each person off that brochure price. So it's just brilliant.
Do you know what? We have a special deal at Ideal World with one of the hotels in Peterborough where I get to stay overnight when I come up here and work, and that cost me £40 just for a room.
Yeah.
And that's a special deal. It would normally be twice that. £43 a night. You've got all your food, all your entertainment.
Car parked.
Car parked.
Come
I mean,
on, it's fantastic.
It's mind-numbing, and you're waking up somewhere different every day.
Yeah, come on, take advantage of this. You don't want to miss out on this. Now, the ID number for this particular cruise is 79466. You want to write that down, because if you call the team, they'll know exactly which deal you're talking about. Or if you go to the website and put it in the search engine, we'll know exactly which cruise that we're talking about as well. And again, there's a couple of ways to do that. You can go to planetcruise.co.uk/TV. If you go to Ideal World, then just put Planet Cruise into the search engine and it'll take you through to a whole page of it. Now, I said we've got 6 cruises to talk about, so let's get on to the next cruise. This is adults only, so if that's something that's interesting for you, if that's something you would prefer, and get this, better than half price. What we're going to be looking at right now is Cruise and Maritime. Let's take an opportunity to tell you everything that you're seeing from this line.
Okay, so again, a wonderful line that were established, funnily enough, in 2010, and they offer a classic British cruise experience. Yeah. It's what I like to say is a pared-back cruise experience, in the sense that the ships are classic ships. They don't have, you know, kind of rock climbing walls on. They don't have big ice skating rinks. But what they do offer is the beautiful wooden teak decks that wrap around. They offer these classically beautiful ships that have gorgeous wood panel bars. It's a classic cruise ship, and they give you that in abundance with loads of extras thrown in.
I'll tell you something else they don't have: 4,000 passengers on board.
Exactly, you're right. Just over 1,200 passengers on this particular ship, Paul. It's a smaller ship, means it can get into other ports that other ships can't. They're very personal, family orientated, in the sense of the family on board, the ship's family, and what they give you, because you know you tend to find that you get remembered because there's less crew, there's less people.
It's almost 2 to 1. It's almost 2 passengers to every crew member. Imagine that.
Absolutely. They do an amazing guest speaker programme on board, where they bring in great guest speakers to speak about the ports you're going to speak about various things, maybe criminology, you know, maybe various points of interest. You've also got great shows in the evening to be entertained, that kind of West End style show. A massive arts and crafts. People that watch Ideal World, of course, will be aware of our wonderful craft station. And on board they do lots of crafting. So lots of crafting that you can that are all included again in what you're given. So it's really good for people that watch Ideal World and are big fans of that. This ship was rebuilt in 2013 and is a wonderful opportunity for you to have a classic British cruise experience with a real focus on the quality of service.
Yeah.
That's what it's not about, having millions and millions of new funky things there. It's about the service that you get, the personal one-to-one service you get from a person.
You used the word classic earlier, and that's really what this is. This is cruising as you may have imagined it. Not pretentious, it's just classic cruise liners. It's wonderful. Now, don't forget that this is better than half price. So each person that goes on this is saving £890. So if you're a couple going, that's almost £2,000 saving. That's what a brilliant... This is another reason why you should consider going through Planet Cruise. It is phenomenal savings. Now, we talked earlier on the previous cruise about Southampton to Southampton, the benefits of that.
Yeah.
If you're saying, well, yeah, well, that's all right, but it's the other end of the country. Maybe you're from the East Midlands, West Midlands, from up north. This is Tilbury to Tilbury. So you've still got that advantage that you haven't got to worry about luggage.
Even easier to get to. It's the London cruise terminal.
Yeah.
You rightly pointed out there, Paul. I'm going to go through this itinerary. It's a cracking itinerary around the UK and the coastline. Remember, they do differ slightly on dates. You know, very slightly, just a couple of ports that tweak, but they're all fantastic. Okay, relaxing day at sea out of Tilbury to start to enjoy everything the ship has to offer and that wonderful personalised adult-only environment. Your first port of call is Invergordon. This is your chance to go to Inverness. It's actually the gateway through to the Scottish Highlands. Places like Cawdor Castle, which was the setting for Macbeth, you can go and visit. You're seeing pictures of it here. And of course, Loch Ness, a great chance to go and see. If you can find Nessie, will she appear for you? I camped by the side of Loch Ness once when I was younger, and I absolutely had a wonderful
Did you see the monster?
I saw lots of ripples and heard rumbles in the night, but I think that was probably because I had haggis the night before. Okay, then we go through to the Orkney Isles. Kirkwall is the port. And this is just north of Scotland, of course. It's a stunning chance. It's on the furthest reach of the Gulf Stream, over 70 different islands, with cliffs that raise up to 1,000 foot in the air. Bird watchers flock here with a multitude of seabirds. You've got the Ring of Brogdar and lots of great prehistoric sites. In fact, the greatest concentration of prehistoric sites in the whole of Europe, including, of course, the 5,000-year-old village of Skada Brae. Wow. Right, then we're going from here through to another cracking place, Stornoway. Originally a Viking settlement, it's now, of course, on the island of Lewis, which again is the Outer Hebrides. Charming town, lots of specialist shops there selling handcrafted goods from the Outer Hebrides, including the famous Harris tweed. Lots of beautiful green, lush landscape to enjoy, and of course more great prehistoric sites, including the Neolithic Callanish stones and the Pictish Carloway Broch.
Wow.
Okay, then we're going through to Tobermory.
Oh, that made my daughter happy. They do the kids' TV show.
Exactly, the kids' TV show, yeah. Tobermory is beautiful. I spent a great time when I was 18, 19. I was walking around. I had a great holiday there. Established in the 18th century, it's a fishing port, one of the prettiest ports in Scotland. You have lovely, brightly coloured seafront houses there. Of course, it's on the island of Mull, and it's a wonderful chance. And of course, neighbouring Iona, the tiny island, is where Christianity was first born in Scotland in 563 AD. I got thrown off Iona by a farmer. I tried to camp overnight, and apparently you can't do that. There we go. We're getting all the news here. Then we're going through to Belfast. Belfast is next. Belfast, an amazing chance now as you're over in Northern Ireland, stretching both sides of the gracious River Lagan, full of Victorian Edwardian buildings, once an industrial giant famed for its linen and its shipyards. Go to one of the many excellent pubs. Head out to the Giant's Causeway, an incredible thing. You've also got the Carrick-a-Rigi Rope Bridge, which my mum and dad went to on their honeymoon. So i've got a wonderful picture of them on that. And of course, the Titanic Museum there now as well, which is absolutely stunning. You must go and do the Titanic experience. It will bring a tear to the eye. Then we go through now to the other powerhouse of Ireland, Dublin. It's a gracious and cosmopolitan city, this time sitting on the River Liffey, full of trendy coffee houses. You've got St Patrick's Cathedral there. You've also got Trinity College, of course, which is home to the Book of Kells. And people like Oscar Wilde, of course, were one of the famous people that went to Trinity College. There's lots of history there. Dublin Castle's fantastic. The Guinness Storehouse, of course. This is the home of Guinness, and you can go and drink some of the black stuff, which tastes even better in its home. Then you've got Cork next. The actual port is Cove. I never get off here because my ex-fiancée is from this particular area, and I'm still wanted by her family. However, it's a wonderful place. It's an incredible place because it's your chance to go and kiss the Blarney Stone. It's also your chance to do the Ring of Kerry and explore the gorgeous hillside round here. Then we go through to St Mary's. This is the Sissy Isles. Again, very rare opportunity to go here. Just 28 miles off the coast of Cornwall. And of course, it's the largest of the 5 inhabited islands. Beautiful white sand beaches, stunning seascapes. Hugh is where you'll go, it's the capital. And you've also got some glorious abbey gardens there that you can go and explore with 20,000 exotic species of plants. Then we're going through to Guernsey, St Peter's Port. Incredible chance, the haunts of sea dogs. Before you go through to Honfleur in France. And finally back to Tilbury. So it's an incredible itinerary. It really, really is.
I think sometimes we forget how beautiful our own country is, you know, how beautiful the UK is. Here's an opportunity to revel in it.
It really, really is. And forgive me for having to speed up at the end there, but there's so many ports here we could talk about, so, you know, go into detail. If you do want more detail, get in touch. Tweet us at Planet Cruise, at Beacon Keefe. I'll be happy to give you more details. But this is a cracking opportunity at a great price.
Now, don't forget, it's better than half price. It's nearly £900 off for each person that decides to go on this. That deposit only, if you think, well, I'd love to go, but no buts on this one, £200 deposit. give them a call. That number's there at the bottom of the screen. Give them a call and have a quick chat with them right now. That works out around £67 per person per night. Let's just go through some of the dates so you can see what's included on this. We've got 31st of May, 3rd of August, better than half price. Enjoy it whilst it's in this sale. Savings included in the price as shown. Come on, it was £1,689, not anymore. Take advantage of it. £890, nearly £900 off that brochure price per person. Now, 12 nights on board Cruise and Maritimes, adult only. That's important for many people. You know, if you want to get away from the kids or the grandkids and just want to relax, the Magellan may well be the right ship for you. And of course, it's lovely that you're going out of the UK and you return to the UK. And if you don't fancy getting all the way down to Southampton, this is out of Tilbury. Think of it as the port of London. So it's a brilliant opportunity. Let's just show you the prices. So you have got choice of inside, outside, and there's even a single deal. And you can see that's a great deal for that. 31st of May or 3rd of August. So we've probably whet your appetite at this point, but we've still got 4 more cruises to share with you. This next one is brand new, never been on TV before. It's the first time we bring it to you. Certainly one of my favourite cruise lines. I was on cruise ships for 18 years myself, working on the ships, know the lines, would certainly recommend that you have a holiday. It's the holiday of a lifetime. This is Royal Caribbean. I think you're going to fall madly in love with them. This is one of the classic ships. This is the Legend of the Seas that we're going to be looking at. However, this is really important. If you're going to take a cruise like this, if you're going to get yourself all the way to Australia, why spend an entire day in an aeroplane when you could go halfway and enjoy the journey?
Absolutely, just 8 hours, half the time in a plane going out to Dubai, and when you get there, this is what we do so well at Planet Cruise, making it bespoke. We are destination specialists. We're giving you a 2-night stay in a 4-star hotel, a chance to step back in time to the old world of Dubai there with Al Fidi Fort, and a chance to see how the Berbers and the spices and how they live. Then you've got the glamorous side of Dubai as well. You've got all these buildings that suddenly erupted in the desert 20, 30 years ago. The huge golf courses, whether you want to go skiing, horse racing, camel racing, see a camel beauty contest with some really good looking camels, or possibly you want to go shopping and experience the wonderful world of duty free. It's an incredible place to buy, it really is.
Well, when you think most people do get in the metal tube in the plane, you know, and go, I don't know what it is these days, 14, 16, 18 hours to get over there, you got the opportunity to have 2 days in Dubai before you head off to Brisbane. It's perfect.
And of course the Dubai fountains, you've got the tallest building in the world, of course, you know, for you to enjoy as well. It's an incredible little city and a great chance for you to start your holiday.
Yeah, you be relaxed before you even get there. Now you get to enjoy a 4-star hotel for those 2 nights. You've got the desert safari and the barbecue included before you actually go to the Legend of the Seas. Now this is a gorgeous ship. Let's take a moment to see it.
That's right, yeah, exactly. Now, in fact, what you're going to do, you are going to be going to Legend of the Seas, but we're also going to have a 2-night stay in Brisbane beforehand, OK? So, although we are looking at the footage now of Legend of the Seas, there is another part of a holiday before we actually get on board the ship. So this is Royal Caribbean. You will notice that Royal Caribbean, we are the #1 seller in the UK for them. Great ships. These ships are destinations in themselves. Great opportunity for you to enjoy world-class cuisine, a great abundance of different restaurants, from kind of, you know, from sushi through to steaks, through to wonderful pastas and pizzas, you know, through to your kind of burger and fries. They really do offer everything. The shows are massive, the shows are big, they're loud, they're beautiful, you know, lots and lots of adage work, lots of acrobatics as you're seeing here, and it really give you that wow factor that Royal Caribbean is known for. Children, if you're travelling with them, wow, there's so much for them to do. They've got dedicated kids zones, and we look after, you know, children from a very young age right the way through to their teens. And again, you've got so many different once-in-a-lifetime opportunities for you to dine in absolute luxury. And again, remember, these ships have ice rinks on board. They've got giant outdoor movie screens. They've got digital wayfinders, so if you're on a ship for the first time, you're not sure where you are, you can actually type in "help, I'm lost," or, you know, the one too many beer option. You press that and it will show you the nearest toilets. You know, they're really intuitive in that sense.
Now, let's just take a moment to make it clear to you what's happening here. So rather than flying direct to Australia, what we're going to do is take you to Dubai, and you're going to get 2 days there. And before we actually join the ship, we're going to get a couple of days in Brisbane. Should we talk about Brisbane and then go into the itinerary?
We should do that, yeah. So this is 600 miles north of Sydney. It's a surfers paradise. The locals playfully call it Bris Vegas. And it's a semi-tropical climate. It's your gateway to the gold and sunshine coasts. You can head out to Mount Tamborine and hike the fertile parklands that are full of macadamia nuts, avocado and kiwi fruit. You can visit Steve Irwin's zoo as well. But the best thing to do is go and see these these chaps at the Lone Pine Koala Sanctuary, and you sail down Brisbane River. Lovely little sail down there, and then you get a chance to actually cuddle a koala. And again, nothing in the world will ever prepare you for this creature that was born to cuddle. That's what they were born to do. They are just the best cuddlers in the world. I'm sorry if my partner's watching, but koalas really they're so furry as well.
Now, that's when we join the ship.
That's when we then join the ship, and again, we've seen about that wonderful Royal Caribbean ship in itself, destination in itself experience. You've got a day at leisure just to enjoy that ship, relaxing, and then you hit Arley Beach, so you're now in Australia, around the coast, and this is your gateway through to the Whitsunday Islands. Just look at that picture. Think about that Robinson Crusoe, wonderful paradise experience. That really is. I mean, it's even clearer than that, and you can actually go around. You can go to the Whitsunday coffee plantation, because coffee's the biggest drink around here. You can sail down the Porspurine River, a unique ecosystem, and you can head out to gorgeous reefs.
It's like a love heart.
Exactly like a love heart, and it's called the Heart Reef, as you can see. And in fact, this is, of course, your gateway through to the stunning offshore, massive, beautiful, living creation that is the Great Barrier Reef, which you must dive or snorkel. Okay, then we're going through to Cairns. Cairns, of course, is one of Australia's hottest vacation destinations. The great thing about this is you get an overnight here, which really gives you a great chance, because there's three massive don't miss things here in Cairns. Yorkeys Knob is the name of the actual port, which I always thought was quite amusing when I had to announce it the night before. You're spending a day in Yorkeys Knob. But the thing about it is that from here you get to not only enjoy the Great Barrier Reef again, but you get 16 miles of superb beaches stretching just north of the city called the Marlin Coast, and then inland you've got the immense Daintree National Park, which is stunning. It really is stunning. It's a piece of authentic, some of the oldest rainforest in the world, and you can do the Sky Railway over the top of it looking down, or you can go on the railway through to Caloundra and just see the wonderful playful platypus and all the local indigenous animals that Australia's famous for. Then you've got, the next day you're cruising round Willis Island, and you'll get a port lecturer pointing everything out to you. This is incredible because it's a tiny island. It's just 1,600 foot long, 490 foot wide. It's the only permanently inhabited island in the Coral Sea Islands territory, and literally it's just a weather station. And here you're going to find lots of boobies. And by boobies, I'm talking about the local indigenous bird. Oh. And we've got fantastic masked boobies, brown boobies and red-footed boobies. Wow. They tend to pair up for life, and it's wonderful just to watch them in their natural habitat. And, of course, to see turtles that nest here as well. Yeah. So lots and lots of wonderful wildlife. Then you've got a relaxing day at sea before you're back to Brisbane. After experiencing the wonderful Willis Island.
Well, bear in mind, this is brand new. I did tell you that already. Brand new. First time that we brought it on TV. It's an exclusive package. When you bear in mind that you got the 2 nights 4-star hotel in Dubai, 2 nights in a 4-star hotel in Brisbane, there's 7 nights on board this ship, all the boobies that you get to see. It's such a great trip. I mean, go and have a look. You could pay this sort of money just to fly to and fro. We're talking about your flights, your journey, your cruise, the works, your entertainment, your food. What a brilliant opportunity. In fact, let's go through what's included so you're really clear about this phenomenal deal. As I said, it is a new exclusive package. Return flights from London. If you think, well, can I get there from Manchester, from Bristol? Call the team, ask any questions you've got that we don't cover, and ask them what they can do, because they're happy to make this a bespoke trip for you. Flights available from most UK airports. 2 night stay, 4-star hotel Dubai, 2 night stay, 4-star hotel in Brisbane. When you think this works out about £129 per person per night, it is phenomenal value for money. And again, if you're thinking, well, I might upgrade, I want an ocean view, that works out around £4 per person per night. That's a must-have. You've got to do it. When you've just seen some of the oceans, that Heart Reef. You know, you imagine looking out the window and seeing boobies. You're going to love it. You're going to love it.
You really don't want to miss those, and so much more. There's always something of interest sailing past. Exactly. So you want that sea view, don't you? You really do.
It is a come on, you're on a cruise. You saw the colour of that water. Take advantage of it. For £4 per person per night, it's really worthwhile getting that ocean view. I think that's going to be a holiday of a lifetime for many people. Now, we've still got 3 more to get through, so we're going to move on. Once again, Planet Cruise are a top agent. This time we're talking about Princess Cruises. So let's take a moment to see this brand new offer that we launched this week. Don't go anywhere.
Emerald Princess is a Grand Class ship that entered service for Princess Cruises in April 2007. She's one of the largest ships in the Princess fleet. There are nearly 900 balcony staterooms from which to take in the colourful sunrise over the ocean. Leisurely days spent on board in the Piazza-style atrium are relaxing and entertaining, with the nearby International Cafe fulfilling your cravings for fresh salads and toasted paninis, or maybe even a glass of milk with fresh cookies. Whether you're getting refreshed with a workout in the fitness centre, or putting your feet up at movies under the stars, your experience on the Emerald Princess is sure to be an unforgettable one. So with so much going on board Emerald Princess, it's a good idea to get some inside information. And who better to ask than the cruise director, Kelvin.
How are you?
Very, very good. Thanks for coming along and talking to us.
Thank you.
Now, you've been, you know, what, 15 years with Princess?
Princess, 15 years. I joined actually the Sun Princess, which is a smaller ship than the Emerald, in 1998.
What can people expect the first time they come on board Emerald Princess?
Well, there's a huge variety. We have singers, we have musicians, instrumentalists, magicians, comedians. Comedians are a big thing with the Brits. They seem to love them. But then, of course, we have big production shows as well with our singers and dancers. You know, we offer, on this ship in particular, 4 big production shows. And actually a brand new show that was only premiered about 2 weeks ago is our international music event, which is unique to the cruising industry because it involves all our musicians on the ship into one big show.
Wow. And if someone was cruising on Emerald Princess for the first time, what can they expect?
Well, I think for the first time, I think they've got to open up their mind and you know, really enjoy everything that the ship has to offer. Even try stuff that they may never have tried before. You know, with so many different activities and shows going on. Yeah, they really need to, I think, open up their mind, and I think they'll enjoy everything. Yeah.
Well, exciting time. Yeah, thank you very much, Kelvin.
Pleasure.
Cheers.
Great to have you.
Now, if you're looking at that thing, hang on. Are you telling me that I can take my kids? With this deal, you can go for a family of 4. A family of 4 go. We've got a special price on that for you, £1,499. That works out $375 each. So if your mum, dad, a couple of kids, take advantage of this. This is in May, so this is going to be for that half-term period next year. Come on, take advantage of it. And, of course, you're also going to get a free up to $75 free spend on board per stateroom. So really take advantage of this. And I'm going to tell you, I'm a personal fan of Princess Cruises. Was lucky enough to be there. My wife was a dancer for them for around 2 years, and they are phenomenal. I'm sure you're going to love it. Let's take an opportunity now to have a look at the itinerary.
Yeah, so this is one of the itineraries that most people that ever think about going on a cruise want to experience at some point. It's the Norwegian fjords, great opportunity. They need to be experienced by boat. And again, when you look at these pictures, bear in mind, nothing we can show you does justice to actually being there in the flesh.
Right, did you say by boat?
Or by ship. You're right,
The
I'm sorry,
captain
you're
would-
right.
Oh!
What's the difference between a boat and a ship, do you know?
No.
Yeah, boats don't have lifeboats on them, but a ship has lifeboats.
Right, never
So
knew
a
that.
boat, yeah.
Never knew that.
Yeah, I better move on. Relaxing day at sea before you then get into to Stavanger, the first port of call. Sophisticated little city, sitting in the kind of patchwork of heather-covered hills. It's the gateway through here. Your big thing to do is to cruise down Maliris Fjord to either the Troll's Tongue that you're seeing here or Pulpit Rock, which you'll see next. That's the number one thing to do, but it's a very pretty port, got lots of gorgeous little white cottages, fishermen's cottages that you can go and explore with pretty gardens, a lovely kind of long harbour, and of course Norway's oldest cathedral, and some great museums, the Petroleum Museum and also the Norwegian Canning Museum, which are really fascinating. Okay, then we're going through to Uludum. This is a village. It sits on the edge of the colossal Jostedal Glacier, Europe's largest ice floe, which covers 188 square miles and is 2,000 foot thick at its thickest point. It's not the only glacier in the park, but it's a great chance for you to hike across it, across wooden bridges, past waterfalls, bewitching mountain valleys. It really is magical. And then to go through to Lake Ulden, which has this thing called glacier milk hovering over the surface. It's quite incredible, quite haunting. Wow. Then we're going through to Skulden. This again is very, very Norwegian. You can see now right into the heart of the fjords. It's part of the Songest Fjord, the world's longest fjord. It's surrounded by sheer valley walls, green-cloaked hills. You will feel like a Lego man or a Lego woman amongst these huge mountains because they're so big, they're so vast, and you've got these wonderful old stave churches that you're seeing here where you can almost imagine a little troll poking his head out wearing one of those gorgeous Norwegian jumpers. And here you can do the Jostedal Breen National Park as well. Okay, then we're going through to Bergen. This is the biggest of the ports that you'll be visiting. Great place for you to go and visit the old Hanseatic Wharf, the old wooden constructed, tall, narrow peaked, brightly coloured houses that sit very close together in the old wharf area. You can take the funicular up the top for great views of Mount Floyan. You can hike back down, you can see the funicular, the lights stretching up there, and you can experience the fish market or head out to Lake Nordas, which is where Edvard Grieg had a home. So it's a great itinerary, and there's always something to see in Norway. No matter where you are, Paul, you'll know yourself. You know, you walk out on deck, you look out the window, you know, there's always something to see that normally takes your breath away, even in the middle of the night.
Well, I think, you know, if you are parents, you know, it gets expensive when you start flying around. There's 4 of you. We're talking $375 each. This is a special deal, and it will be in half term, so take the opportunity to get your hands on this. I think it's fair to say this is first come, first served, so call the team as soon as you can. Take advantage of this. Let's go through what's included so you can see the tremendous value for money here. Free up to $75 onboard spend per stateroom. Half-term special at family of 4 from only $1,499. That's £375 each. That is phenomenal value for money. You can, if you wish, add that one night at the Meon Valley, so if you're coming down the night before, start to chill out and relax and enjoy. £79 per person, and that includes the parking as well and return port transfer. So you're taken out to the ship and then brought back, and of course you've got the parking included. Huge savings on here. Don't miss out on it. £370 per person off the brochure price. Now the ID on this, it's always worth writing down the ID number, because if you go into the website, you can put it in the search engine and take you straight through to this particular deal, or you can share it with the agent if you prefer to call. 95216 is your ID number. And don't forget, if you think, well, I'm watching the money, it's Christmas, it's New Year, I wish I would... Deposit only. You can put a deposit only down if you wish. Now we're going to a lovely cruise line next. It's going to be our 5th cruise for you. This is the MSC, and we're going to be joining the MSC Orchestra.
The Aponte family has been navigating the oceans for over 300 years, and in 1970 formed the Mediterranean Shipping Company, or MSC. In 1988, MSC Cruises was born, and with their European pedigree, these ships are built not only to impress, but also to embrace true multi-generational cruising. Welcome to the Dolce Vita, the good life. MSC Cruises is very family focused, and actually one of the few cruise companies who regularly offer big discounts on child fares. With exclusive partnerships with iconic brands like Lego and Kiko, from the moment the children step on board, they're going to be made to feel special. Split into 5 age groups, dedicated and trained staff offer hundreds of different children's activities, including fun-time dinners, discos, karaoke and much, much more. There's also an aquapark, a 4D cinema and access to the latest in gaming. If you've ever been to the Mediterranean, you'll know that food plays a very important role in everyday life. And with MSC Cruises, it's no different. Specially trained chefs produce freshly cooked food from around the world and cater for all dietary requirements, with a buffet open 20 hours a day, 7-course a la carte dinners, and a unique partnership with Italy's best-loved restaurant chain, Italy. Mealtimes with MSC will be the highlight of your cruise. With themed deck parties where you're encouraged to dress up, talent shows, dancing competitions and fun and interactive game shows. There's no shortage of choice with MSC Cruises. Each ship also boasts a full-scale West End-style theatre with over 80 original shows to watch, which feature dancers, acrobats and artists from all over the world. From luxurious and spacious suites with memory foam mattresses to cleverly designed super family cabins that sleep up to 6 people. MSC Cruises offer plenty of choice, and whatever you choose, you're guaranteed stylish designer decor, flat-screen TVs, super powerful showers and enough space to stretch out and relax.
Now I want you to bear in mind that you only need to put a deposit down on this, so if you're looking at that ship again, that looks amazing. It is amazing. Deposit only. And it's also a phenomenal itinerary. You're going to get some of the most wonderful places. One of my favourite places in the entire world is on this itinerary. It's called Santorini. Listen out for it. Now we'll be flying you to Venice. In fact, let's go on to the itinerary. Let's see where we get to go on this trip.
Yeah, that's right. So first of all, a wonderful chance to sail out of Venice, which alone is a magical experience, because you're going to sail right through the heart, right past St Mark's Square and the Campanile, and past these little boats, these little motorboats that are catching up with you, and you imagine James Bond being on the back of wrestling Jaws. OK, then you're sailing down the Adriatic to Bari. It's right on the heel of this boot-shaped company that we call Italy, famous for its beaches, for its old town, for its fabulous food, lots of hidden gems, because the old town is absolutely beautiful. But you can also head out to Sassi, which is where Mel Gibson recorded The Passion of the Christ. So if you've seen that, you'll know some of the wonderful architecture that you'll get to look forward to there. Then we're going from Italy through to Greece. It's Katakalon. This is the birthplace of ancient Olympia, and the big thing most people do is to head in to where the sacred flame is still lit every Olympic year. It's also a chance for you to head out to some of the local vineyards and see how the olive oil is made and how some of the local wines are made as well. Then we're heading from here through to Santorini. As you rightly said, Paul, you know, one of the most beautiful of the Cyclades islands. You're seeing Oia here, which is not the place you dock at, that's just further along, but you can walk along, and then there's Thera. Now, you actually sail into this flooded, basically, caldera, this volcano. It's blown its top and it's filled with water. Many people believe it's the sighting of the place where Atlantis used to be.
Well, more and more they believe it really was Atlantis.
They really do. And they reckon that this volcano exploding had a massive impact across the whole of Europe. But it's very pretty. You've got these sugar cube houses with beautiful blue domed roofs. You've got ancient civilization to explore. You've got deep volcanic wine cellars where they produce this beautiful, sweet, fortified wine. And you've got these amazing views. Big wedding industry here. A lot of people getting married for obvious reasons because of the views. You can relax in the hot mud pools of Carmini and go and relax also on black sand beaches. Then we're going through from here, staying with Greece, through to Athens. Incredible chance for you to dock in Piraeus. It's over 2,000-year-old port. And then go through here to this mighty city dominated by the Acropolis, with the Parthenon standing tall and proud on the top. And in the foothills you've got the Monostraki street markets. You can go through to the changing of the guard in Constitution Square. You can go shopping. You can go through to the ancient Agora where people like Plato and Socrates used to declaim and talk. You've got beautiful local places like Mount Lysibetus where you can go and see the locals having a picnic or a smooch. Then we're going through to another Greek island, Corfu. Corfu is the biggest of these wonderful Adriatic islands. It's gorgeous, it's beautiful, it's the setting of Shakespeare's Tempest. Millions of silvery olive trees gracing the hillside, the scent of lemon blossom in your nostrils. A great chance for you to go through to maybe the Achillean Palace, where of course they film For Your Eyes Only. Also a chance to go through to Monrepos and see some of the old ruins and a little beach area there. And just the old town itself is magical. You can walk around and really enjoy it. Then we're going through to another country completely. This is an incredible sailing. This is Kotor, and it's a wonderful opportunity for you to sail into Europe's longest and most beautiful fjord. It takes about 2 hours to sail in. Make sure you're out on deck. Kotor is a walled city burrowed into the walls of the mountain, the slopes of the mountain. It's fortified. You can walk the walls. You can go through and explore the beautiful architecture inside. You can even take a trip to the Maritime Museum, which I recommend, or go over to Budva, which is a real celebrity spot where there's beautiful, seductive, sandy beaches to enjoy. And then from there, back to Venice. It's an incredible itinerary. It's my favourite, one of my favourite part of the world, especially the Mediterranean, to actually cruise, Paul.
Yeah, it's stunning. Take the opportunity to go on this. Now, that's another last-minute price reduction. It was going to be $6.99. Another £50 coming off of that. $649 per person. Now there's a free upgrade for that from inside to balcony, so you're paying for an inside but you will be getting a balcony. You're also getting the free drinks package. Take advantage of that, and of course that price includes your flights as well and your overseas transfers. And if you are thinking, well, I'd like to fly from a more local airport, call the team, talk to them. These think of it as the main bones to your trip. And if you want to add to it, if you'd like a night here, then talk to the team, ask them any questions you've got. This can be deposit only. ID number is 104673. Let's go through the prices so you can see them. Now don't forget, these are balcony. I know you're not paying balcony prices, but you are getting balcony. And look at the dates. You've got May, you've got September, you've got October in there as well. And of course that also includes not just the free upgrade, but also the free drinks package as well. And please remember, it is deposit only.
Can you picture the scene? You're sailing out of Venice and you're on your own private balcony. You've got a glass of champagne in your hand and you're sailing past Europe's most romantic city. And then later on in the cruise, you're sailing into Kotor, into Europe's longest and most beautiful fjord, coming up to a walled medieval city. All those experiences from the comfort of your own private exclusive accommodation for £649, Paul. It's mind-blowing.
It's incredible value for money, and that's why you should go with Planet Cruise. Now we've got one more to squeeze in, and they might go, we don't know which one to go for. Keep writing these down. This last one is to the Far East. This will be a dream for so many people. Now it's a wonderful, wonderful cruise line as well. It's one of the leaders. This is Celebrity Cruises. Now in this particular one, before we do anything, we're going to fly you out to Hong Kong and get a couple of nights there. So let's take a moment to see Hong Kong before we do anything else. Do you want to talk us through this, Keith?
Yeah, this is an incredible place to go and experience. Hong Kong, one of the big hitters out towards Asia itself. Whether you take the funicular up to Victoria Park and look over the whole of the city, whether you sail out into the centre of this, what's called, translated, Hong Kong means fragrant harbour. So you sail into the middle of the harbour and see the light show that happens at 8 o'clock every night. The big thing here, of course, is shopping. You know, there are shops everywhere, and even me, and I don't like shopping, even I got into shopping when I was there, and you can eat out 3 times a day for 12 years and never eat at the same place twice. That's a lovely little fact.
Incredible, isn't it?
But it's an incredible. You know you're somewhere very different, Paul. You know you're in a very different place, but it's very welcoming, it's very friendly, and it's just it's incredible.
I should add, whilst we're making our way through this trip, please bear in mind that 2016 has sold out. And that's why we've got 2017 available to you today, because 2016 has already sold out. So come on, let's get on board the ship and start to look around, see what we can enjoy from Celebrity.
Well, as you saw up there, that with the graphic, that yet again Planet Cruise are the #1 travel agent for Celebrity Cruises. It's becoming a bit of a habit, and this is a 5-star wonderful line. The byword here is modern luxury, and Celebrity Cruises are 5-star. They specialise not only in taking you to these exclusive destinations in ultimate luxury, but also in providing amazing dining experiences. I took my first cruise after 15 years of being in the industry and never having to pay for a cruise. I paid to go on my first cruise. That was with Celebrity. Wow. And there's a reason for that, because of how they produce what they do. The wonderful food, whether it is the quirky sushi lollipops of cuisine, whether it's the wonderful steaks or great seafood, whether you're going through to some amazing pasta, just the standard restaurants on board. I would happily eat there every night, because the quality of the food you were getting and the service.
That's what
was
you
so
want.
good. Exactly, because you pay for all that. That's the wine rack in the main restaurant, which stretches up, has thousands of bottles of wine in there. They've got the Canyon Ranch Spa on board, which is a very luxurious 5-star American. People in the States would really know it, because there's a lot of celebrity names associated with it. And they've got that on board as well. Incredible entertainment. You know, you've got shows every night in the main theatre. You've also got live music all around the ship. You've got lots to do during the day and also the evening as the sun goes down. Beautiful wrap-around bars at the back of the ship, the sunset bars, where you can, as you sail away, enjoy a beautiful cocktail. And again, even their excursions, they're in partnership with people like Ben Fogle, who we know here in the UK, who's helping them, and, you know, in the sense of choose particular tours that you might want to do, like salmon fishing in Norway, you know, kayaking, lots of great active tours, as well as ones where you might just sit in a coach and soak it all in. These are beautiful ships. They're quirky, they're modern, they're very clean, they're full of light, and they're award-winning. They win so many awards. Now,
bear in mind, this itinerary is very, very, very popular. 2016 sold out. If you'd like to go, we're looking at 2017. I can see your gratuities included. We're only asking for a deposit today, okay? We're only asking for a deposit, but take advantage of it. Come on, let's start the journey.
Yeah, so you've had your 2 nights already in a 5-star hotel in Hong Kong, and then you get on board the ship, okay? This is 14 nights of cruising now, and your first port of call, well, you're going to have another day in Hong Kong before you then, so it's 3 nights in Hong Kong in total. Yeah. 3 days. And then you've got a relaxing day at sea before you go to Taipei. Keelung is the port. It's your gateway to Taiwan. This is in the East China Sea. An incredible chance for you to go and see Taipei 101, the world's 2nd tallest skyscraper. Maybe to go through to the soothing hot springs of the Yangmingshan National Park, with this kind of postcard perfect volcanic landscape, and of course all the history, you know, the great National Palace Museum. Okay, then you're from here, you've got overnight there to really experience Taipei before you then go through to a beautiful one. This is my favourite island, Okinawa. This is the birthplace of karate. It's incredible here because you can go through to places like the Tsubura Pottery District, which has produced ceramics since 1682. I'll say that again, 1682. You've got these picture postcard, beautiful beaches that you're seeing there. You've got great diving with things like the wreck of the USS Emmons that you can go and see, which was sunk in the World War II. And of course, you've got the amazing Shurikoyan reconstructed castle of the Okinawan royal family, which is absolutely incredible. Relaxing day at sea before you then go through to Shanghai in China. This is another one of East Asia's big hitters, translating as the city on the sea. It's home to more than 23 million people, many of whom you'll see practicing Tai Chi under the shadow of the Jade Buddha every morning. You'll see the 16th century Yongyang Garden, which you're seeing pictures of here, with shady paths leading past pools brimming with bright orange koi carp and exquisite rockeries. I recommend queuing up with the locals to try some of the dim sum, the local Chinese dumplings, which are absolutely exquisite. Now, relaxing day at sea before you then go through to Nagasaki. This is often described as the San Francisco of Japan. The city occupies verdant hills surrounded by this beautiful deep water bay. Of course, it's the setting of Puccini's opera Madame Butterfly. That should tell you quite a lot. And of course, sadly, it's where the second atomic bomb exploded. So there's a wonderful monument to peace there that you should go and check out. Then a relaxing day at sea before you go through to, again, this is actually another amazing place. So we're now going through to Kyoto, and this is your chance to go to Kobe. Now this is incredible. This is your gateway to the real ancient Japan. This is the Japan of my imagination, ruled by the shogun and the samurai, full of narrow lanes paved in stone and lined with wooden buildings that lead to small cherry orchards with dinky temples and bonsai trees. You might just catch a passing geisha kind of shuffle past. It's incredible. You also get a chance here to go and observe, if you want to, Japan's famed wrestlers, the sumo. Go to a sumo stable and see them kind of feed themselves up to get ready for fights. And then you've got an overnight there, so you've got a wonderful chance to explore that. And then we go through to Shimizu. This is your port that gives you access to go and explore Mount Fiji, which of course towers at over 12,000 foot high. You're seeing it there. It's probably the most iconic picture that you recognise in Japan, and kind of overlooks Tokyo itself. So it's your chance to go and enjoy that, and also to see what they call the new three views of Japan, which is part of Suruga Bay, which is absolutely gorgeous and includes, you're seeing part of it there, Mount Fiji in the background. And then it's still not finished, because then you're going to Tokyo. You disembark, and we're giving you, this is what's so good at Planet Cruise, another 3 nights in a 5-star hotel in Tokyo, the largest metropolitan area in the world, where you've got Denki-gai Electric Town. You can see the latest in gadgetry, where you can go through to the Suzuki Fish Auction and see the giant tuna, where you can just enjoy maybe a glass of sake and a traditional sushi experience. It is a magical place, Paul. A great chance for you also to look up and see Mount Fiji in the background. And we're giving you a tour here, and that is a Mount Fiji and Hakone tour on a bullet train, travelling at over 200 miles an hour out to this part, out to Mount Fiji, out to Hakone. It's an incredible deal, this. So imagine all of that is included, along with all your entertainment, all your food on the cruise, along with that stay at the start as well that you had. It's just incredible, and it is no wonder, I suppose, that 2016 is sold out, and now we're looking at 2017 dates.
Come on, we're talking 3 days in Hong Kong, 2 of those in a hotel, then 1 night on board, 3 nights in. It's such a brilliant opportunity, and of course 14 nights on the vessel itself. It's a wonderful trip. Let's go through what's included. I'm being told this is such a great deal. Find out what your flights are. Find out what your flights will cost you just to fly. And of course you're getting so much more than just that. 5th of April 2017 is what we're looking at. Deposit only. Return flights from London. If you do want flights from other UK airports, talk to the team. It's as simple as that. 2 nights stay in the 5-star hotel in Hong Kong. Your 3rd night in Hong Kong will be on board the vessel itself, and you go to and fro, treat the ship as it's your hotel. And then of course 14-day cruise. At the end of that, a 3-night stay, 5-star hotel in Tokyo. Now if you wanted to, you can upgrade to concierge class. That's always an option that's available to you. If you're wondering why you should do that, there are lots of reasons. Priority check-in. If you want to feel like you're first class, this might be something that you want to add. Personalised concierge service. You've got the welcome gift in there as well. Exclusive celebrity tote bag, main and specialty seating. The list goes on and on and on. Ultimately, a trip like this, a trip of a lifetime, you want to enjoy and indulge in every moment, and this will allow you to do just that.
I mean, when I went with Celebrity recently, as I said, I went with Aqua Class, which is very similar to Concierge Class, and it really is worth doing. You know, you do get so many extras. You do get that, you know, an even nicer cabin. You get access to more areas of the ship. You get priority in some areas as well. It really is great. It's well worth doing, and again, you are actually saving money in the long run because you're getting more included.
Come on, a trip of a lifetime like this, take advantage of it. Now, we've been through 6 cruises, so let's take a moment. It's going to be very fast, but let's recap. We started off by talking about P&O Cruises, the Great British Cruise Line. Now, this was a last-minute special. This works out at £43 per person, but yes, you're hearing right, 14 nights from £5.99. You've got that 1 night in the Meon Valley if you would like it. You've got the amazing value at $43.99, and of course you're saving $250 off of each brochure price. Now, we moved on to our second cruise. This was Cruise and Maritime. This is adults only. A new exclusive package. Again, flights included. You can get other UK airports if you would like them. 2-night stay in a 4-star hotel in Dubai before you actually then take the opportunity. Oops, there we go. That was the wrong cruise on the screen. Apologies for that. That was the wrong cruise on the screen. As we said, this is Cruise and Maritime. Better than a half-price deal. That means we're talking almost £900 saving for each person. You can see that, look, huge savings, £890 per person off the brochure price. 12 nights on board, and then you've got adults only. Itineraries may differ slightly depending on the departure date, but it is only very slight. You're still making your way around the UK, and of course it's Tilbury to Tilbury, so take all the luggage you would like. We only want a deposit for that today. Let's move on to our third cruise, and this was Royal Caribbean. I think you're going to absolutely love this. It's a great ship. It's Legend of the Seas. And of course, on this particular one, we're talking about getting out to Australia eventually, but why go? Why spend hours and hours and hours, days on an airplane when you can actually enjoy the trip? So we take you out to Dubai. Your flights are included on this. You've got the 2-night stay in Dubai, 4-star hotel, and you've got the desert safari with the barbecue included. Then you get 2 nights in Brisbane before you join the ship. Now, it's a brand new, first time on television deal. If you'd like to go ocean view, and with some of the images we showed you earlier, you can understand why, it'll only cost you £4 per person. And again, see what you can get just flight-wise for that sort of money. Just the flights could easily cost you that sort of money. Then we went to Princess Cruises. We're talking free, up to $75 on board spend per stateroom. It is the half-term special. We're saying if your mum, dad and a couple of kids, this could be the one for you, because your family of 4 can go for $1,499. That's for the whole family. That's $375 each. $375 each, and it's a wonderful part of the world. I always say it's like the Alaska of Europe. And of course, if you wanted to, you can add on that 1 night in the Marriott, so you can travel down the night before, and then you've got huge savings on there as well. Then we move on to MSC. Free upgrade, so you will get a balcony on this deal. You get free drinks package in there as well. Return flights included, and of course other supplements can apply for other UK airports if you'd like those. And then the last one, sorry we're rushing through this, but we really did squeeze in a lot for you. That was on Celebrity Cruises on board the Millennium. It's an absolute stunner. 216 is sold out. We're talking about 2017. It is a deposit only. Not only is it a great price, we've also got the gratuities included with that as well. So I think we've given you lots of reasons throughout the show why you should consider Planet Cruise. Let me say thanks to you. Really appreciate you coming. I don't know how you retain all that information. There is so much to share. Go to the website, or of course call the team, 0800 781 5458, or go to planetcruise.co.uk/TV, and you can see all of those deals. I hope you've enjoyed the information we've shared with you. Get booking.